topics and opinions expressed in the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4CY Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4CY Radio or its employees or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4CY Radio.
Welcome to the Ask the Expert Show on W4CY Radio and Talk4 TV, where we bring you educational information from experts on such topics as legal, health, financial, and home improvement. Now sit back and listen to our experts in community association law, estate planning law, tax relief, Medicare, public insurance adjusters, neuropathy treatment, business brokers, and personal injury law, along with many other topics. Now here's your host for the last 17 years, Steve O.
In San Diego, the beautiful city of San Diego. Welcome to another Ask the Expert show. We are a live show. Most shows like ours are pre-recorded. I prefer to go live. You know, we've been bringing you the top experts in the field of legal, health, financial, and home improvement. I was just telling our expert that her area of health is our top area now, whether it's longevity, anti-aging, weight loss, wellness. This is one of the top wellness centers in all of California. Let me introduce you to Rachel Ellis. She's the owner of Longevity Lounge, with the big smile on her face.
Hi, Steve. Hi, everyone.
I'm so proud of you. I got to tell you, I'm so proud of you because your show, I waited to tell you this. I like to see people's expressions of surprise. They're not going to embarrass you. I promise I would never do that.
You can.
We got a call from a major wellness center in Southern California, multiple locations, who watched and heard your show.
Really?
And they said,
cool.
We want a show like that for Southern California. Well, you know, our arrangement is basically you have Southern California.
Yeah.
And usually when we get a call like that, they're usually cutting down the expert. Oh, we're better than them. We do this. They don't do this. And she's the marketing director, said, I got to tell you, your expert guest, I said, she's the owner. She said, your expert guest is really giving great information. I can't believe I'm admitting that. Tell her congratulations. We'll be watching. That was amazing, Rachel.
That's so cool. I love classy people.
You know, because we get a lot of calls like that. I mean, people go, oh, you should have us. We do this. And we have, you know, who cares? We've got the best. That's all I care about.
Thanks for sharing that. That's really sweet. I love
I like to wait until we did the show live so I can kind of surprise you. Rachel also, it was her first show last month, and her numbers, you know, we can see what YouTube numbers are. And we also see what TikTok numbers are. Her numbers were off the wall. So we appreciate this show is going to grow like crazy. I'm already seeing right now on TikTok, we've got a little over 100 likes already. That's not bad. The show's just starting. Rachel, let's talk about your baby. This is your baby.
Yeah.
Tell us about your wellness center.
Longevity Lounge is my 11-year-old baby, and it has had many different iterations in its lifetime. It started as a 100 square feet little bungalow.
Wow.
Humble beginnings. I didn't know at the time, 11 years ago, I didn't know if people knew what detox was or would appreciate coming to spend time and money for detox services. And within a year, I outgrew that space, and I'm in a space over 10 times that, no, 20 times that actually. Bad at math. Good at detox, bad at math. So it's grown by leaps and bounds. It's a real community space. So we've been in the same location now over 10 years, and we offer like science-based holistic treatments, medical and day spa treatments, and it's all in service of well-being, internal well-being, external beauty, anti-aging, in service of feeling great and living your best life.
So tell us about some of the services you provide.
So one of our main services is nutritional vitamin IV therapy. I actually had one today right before this show because I've been feeling under the weather from travel. Just, that feeling where you're on the verge of getting sick, but it's not there yet, just vulnerable. So I had the Myers Cocktail IV. That's our most popular IV along with NAD. And it's just a boost. It's pure absorbable hydration right into your bloodstream with vitamins and minerals that most of us walk around depleted in because of lifestyle stress, all of the above. So that's one of our main treatments. We also do colon hydrotherapy. We add coffee enemas in there. We do ozone, infrared saunas with red light therapy, lymphatic drainage, acupuncture, deep tissue and lymphatic massage. And all of these things are sort of customizable to what's really going on with the individual, what their goals are, and then what our qualified practitioners identify upon a little consultative process.
Well, I got to tell you, since we started promoting your show a couple days ago, I want to get this out of the way. Everybody wants to know about the skinny injection.
Yeah.
So they want to know, first of all, do you provide that? Do you do the skinny injection? And tell people, because there's a lot of people out there that are afraid of it because of the press.
Sure. Yeah, thank you for asking that because that's a big one that I forgot to mention. We offer peptide therapy. So the skinny injection is also known as Ozempic, Wegovy. There's a bunch of different brand names. We use compounded resource pharmacies for our peptides. So we do consultations and we offer customized protocols for that. So the skinny injection is a peptide. A peptide is a long chain of amino acids that tell your body to do something. Our bodies already create most of these amino acids. So this is just giving it a boost. It's giving it more information so that it can do the thing that you want it to do. And in this case, it's slowing down gastric emptying, kind of slowing down the digestive process so that you have less of an insulin spike when you eat. You have less food noise. You end up losing weight because you're not overeating. You also have fewer food cravings. But what's even better, I think, than the immediate weight loss benefits is we're seeing a lot of reduction in inflammation, in pain, in chronic illness, and also chronic symptoms that weren't named. So people that just have a random ache in their shoulder for years, they're finding these random aches and pains just disappear after a month or two on the GLP peptides. It's really remarkable. So it's all fairly new in this field. Peptides are not new. They've been around for decades. They're really safe as long as you get a great source and you are advised by a medical professional. But yeah, the potential upside here, I think, is going to change the wellness industry. And I think it's going to change like the baseline level of health for the average American for sure.
I've got to get this in, Rachel.
Okay.
I hope I don't embarrass you. This is from La Jolla. This is from Millie in La Jolla.
Hi, Millie.
She wants to know if she comes into your facility, will she look as good as you do?
Even better, Millie. You'll look like yourself, your best version of yourself. Thank you for that.
So I want to add this because maybe you can talk to your staff. I was on stage 4 kidney failure. Stage 4.
Oh, wow.
I
So sorry.
Ozempic about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
My doctor said, "You'll never get better. We just want to keep you from getting worse." I went in after my labs. This was about 8 months ago. He said, "I've never seen this before. You're down to stage 3. That has never
Mm,
happened before. It's got to be from the peptide. It has to be. We have nothing
wow.
else." Is that not amazing?
It is. Congratulations. And let me just ask really quick, is this the doctor that prescribed you the peptide? And did he prescribe you the peptide
Yes.
for that purpose?
No.
Or it was to lose weight?
That's why he was shocked. It was for weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to tell people, you definitely will lose your appetite.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who you are. I mean, you got to remember when people come to see you, they've probably tried a lot of different things
Yeah.
and it didn't work. So they gave up on it. So when they're coming to you, if you tell them, you ought to try the peptide. And by the way, Medicare, I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
July 1st,
Yeah.
now if you're on, now Medicare doesn't pay for it, but if you're on Medicare,
Mm-hmm.
you can get it pretty cheap. But I want people to know that this is much more, this is larger than just losing weight.
Yeah.
It's so much. And I'm hearing other stories now, people with heart conditions,
Mm-hmm.
people with diabetes. This is the most amazing drug, Rachel.
I agree with you, and I think there's there's a ton of overlapping benefits. There's the anti-inflammation, there's a reverse of all these conditions we didn't think were possible to be reversed. And then there's also the sort of healing that's happening with eating disorders. Eating disorders that are diagnosed, and then also disordered eating, which a lot of us have, right? Just that kind of low level addiction to sugar and things like that. Because it cuts down that food noise, it changes our behaviors. We don't have to overuse our willpower, and then what's happening is we're changing our relationship to food. We're able to see food more for fuel and for its nutritional value versus our best friend, our comfort device. And I think once you have a period of time where you've rewired your neural pathways when it comes to thinking and responding to food cravings, even if you stop the peptide at some point, providing you're doing some of the inner work that is required and you are adjusting your food habits, we shouldn't have to be on these peptides forever to maintain the benefits. Some people will decide to, and some doctors will say that's necessary. But I think it'll be really interesting to see what the long-term studies are in this, because it's really liberating people in that way, in the habitual way. I also want to address what you said earlier about people being afraid of these injections because, one, not most people don't like needles. We all get that. The
Hey, I'm
injections,
one of them.
yeah. Well, I mean, if you get diabetes, like sometimes you have to get over that, but let's
Right.
prevent that, right? So these needles are so little and thin, right? You don't even feel it. Um,
You're right,
and
Rachel. Yeah, I hate needles. I said, you got to do it in your stomach. I said, are you crazy? But you're right. You don't feel it. And
Mhm,
I want you just also touch on, a lot of the press say there's been problems, nausea, different side effects.
mhm,
I have had once in a while, I'll get a little nausea, but it lasts for literally a minute at the most,
mhm,
and it goes away.
mhm, mhm. Yeah, I think it depends on the individual. Those are documented side effects. So some people, constipation, feeling nauseated. Some people get a little headache. So we're all biologically a little different. There are things you can do, and some of the easy things are you can split your dose into 2 injections. So if you're on a 5 milligram, for example, some people are doing two injections of 2.5, and they're breaking it up a little bit, 4 days apart. You can play with that, talk to your medical provider about that. You can also, if the nausea is a real barrier, some people are very sensitive to it. There's a medication called Zofran that is often prescribed
Mm.
alongside with these medications, and You take your Zofran, then you take your injection, and you're not nauseated at all. So that's been a real game changer for people. Hydration makes a big difference. It also is keeping us honest with what we eat around the time of our injection, because if you eat something, have you experienced this? If you eat something like a little too greasy or something fried the day of your injection, you're more likely to feel nauseated or feel a little bit of gastric distress, because it takes longer to digest it. So that's something to just keep in mind. If you do experience some of these side effects, there are ways to mitigate it. And then there are ways to help it with other medications as well. And another thing is there's multiple GLP peptide options. So if one doesn't work for you, there are others you can try. So don't give up. If you like the idea of it and you're willing to give it some effort and explore it, talk to someone who knows. You can call our spa or DM us or go to your doctor and just see what your options are. Because there's a lot of different mechanisms of action that some people can tolerate and other people can't.
This is from Cheryl. Thank you for giving us a show like this. I think it's long overdue. Your guest seems like she really knows what she's talking about. I'm older. I'm worried about hormones. I think hormones can change your life, sometimes not for the good. Do you do any work with hormones?
I don't directly. We refer out for hormone replacement therapy, but it's an intimate, individualized conversation that I'm glad people are talking about right now. So Cheryl, there are a lot of resources for you. Go to your doctor as a start. If you don't feel like you're getting a deep enough answer or workup from your doctor, find another doctor, or you can do something like go on YouTube and search hormone replacement therapy, put your age in there, and you're going to find all kinds of medical professionals having these conversations. And it's a great way to educate yourself so that you can find the right local provider based on the right questions that you ask. You can basically pre-screen your doctor. So do a little bit of the back work there, go do some research, see where you fall in the sort of hormone spectrum, and then find a doctor based on these questions so that you can pre-screen them and get some support. Because I agree with you, hormones are super important, but they really need to be monitored, especially when we're older. So it's a customized process.
Here's a nice question. This is from TikTok. Thank you for the show again. My girlfriend has been to your wellness center several times, speaks very high, loves the girls there. I'm curious, if I come in, do you have like a package for you to tell me what I need? Because I think I need everything.
You probably do. Everyone does. Yeah, we have packages, we have programs that we can customize for you depending on what's going on with you, what your goals are. If a person is trying to reverse something, we can that's a different package than if a person is feeling great and just wants to optimize the next 10, 20, 30 years of their life with anti-aging and longevity and biohacking. We have all kinds of people that come here. It's totally inclusive and it's all customizable. So the answer to that is yes, come visit us. And thank you to your girlfriend for saying hi.
So I knew the show, we already told them it's a 25-minute show and they're already saying it should be longer. That's a great compliment, Rachel. I guess I got to pick for the last question. I'm going to use this one. Why should I come to your clinic?
I mean, it's a beautiful space. It's beautiful people. We do services that really help you feel like the best version of yourself. So regardless of what's going on with you, there's going to be some benefit, because when you treat the body holistically, like we do with these services, it makes everything that's working in your body work better. And if there's anything that's not working, it's going to improve that regardless of the root cause. Because when you improve your blood quality, when you improve your circulation, when you improve your digestion, that makes everything better, regardless of what kind of conditions you may have. So that's one of the reasons why we love the holistic wellness approach, because there really aren't downsides to it. It's all upside. You don't have to know exactly what's wrong with you. If there's some mystery thing, we can improve everything to some degree. And if you do know what's going on with you, if there is a name for it, then we can really drill in and we can create a program around that. But either way, when you treat the body as a whole, everything's going to get better.
Rachel, how do people reach you?
We're all over. So you can find us on social media, longevityloungespa.com. You can find us online. You can call us. Just put in Longevity Lounge San Diego and you'll get all of our contact info. It's also streaming at the bottom of this show. So you can contact us any way that's comfortable for you. We'd love to talk with you.
Well, I got to tell you, Rachel, I'm so glad the day we reached you, and I'm so glad we've got plenty more shows to do. Rachel will be with us next month. Everybody's complaining your show's not long enough. She'll be back next month. I'm going to make sure she's on towards the first week of each month, so you'll know. But Rachel, give everybody your website one more time.
LongevityLoungeSpa.com.
Beautiful. Rachel, thank you so much. We'll see you next month.
Thanks, Steve. Bye, everyone.
Longevity Lounge. I love the name. We're going to go to a break. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in today to the Ask the Expert show on W4CY Radio and Talk4 TV. Tune in next week and every week to hear more from our experts on personal injury, insurance, air condition repairs, estate planning, Medicare, and many other topics in the areas of legal, health, financial, and home improvement. See you next week.